The Ochoas, three brothers, Juan David, Jorge Luis, and Fabio. They began in the dust of Colombia, in the heart of cattle ranches and simple lives. Their family, once known for breeding horses, found a new breed of trade cocaine. It was the 1970s. Colombia was ripe for the picking. The demand for cocaine in the United States was insatiable. The Ochoas saw an opportunity, a chance to rise above their humble beginnings. Little did they know, they would become synonymous with the drug itself. The allure of wealth, of power, was too strong to resist. They traded the familiar scent of hay for the bitter tang of cocaine. Their transition wasn't sudden, not a clean break. It was a slow descent, a gradual embrace of the darkness. They began small, dabbling in the trade, transporting small quantities. Each success fueled their ambition. Their operation grew. They recruited, they bribed, they built a network. Their roots in the countryside played to their advantage. They knew the land, the people, the rhythms of rural life. This knowledge became their shield, their invisibility cloak. They exploited the very land they once worked, using it to hide their burgeoning cocaine empire. What started as a small-time operation transformed into a global enterprise, fueled by greed and ambition. The Ochoa brothers were no longer simple farmers. They were on their way to becoming kings. The Ochoas grasped the importance of innovation. Cocaine was their product, but smuggling was their art form. They pioneered new routes, new methods, constantly staying one step ahead of the law. They used planes, boats, even submarines, each journey a testament to their audacity and cunning. Their network stretched across continents, reaching deep into the American heartland. They understood the power of alliances. They forged a pact with Pablo Escobar, the infamous drug lord. Together, they formed the Medellin cartel, a formidable force that would reshape the global drug trade. This alliance provided muscle, protection, and a shared vision of an empire built on cocaine. They weren't just smugglers anymore. They were architects of a criminal enterprise, a cartel that held entire nations in its grip. The Ochoas brought a certain level of sophistication to the drug trade. Unlike Escobar's penchant for violence, the Ochoas preferred a more calculated approach. Bribery, not bloodshed, was their preferred weapon. They corrupted officials, bought loyalty, and ensured the smooth running of their empire. Their ruthlessness was subtle, masked by a veneer of respectability. But make no mistake, they were ruthless. They understood the stakes. They knew the price of betrayal. They were not afraid to use violence when necessary to send a message to those who dared to cross them. Their empire was built on fear as much as it was on cocaine. The Ochoas were no longer just brothers. They were kings, ruling over a kingdom built on white powder and blood. The Ochoas' ascent was meteoric. Their wealth grew exponentially. They were billionaires, their fortunes rivaling those of legitimate corporations. They built lavish estates adorned with gold and marble, each a monument to their ill-gotten gains. They indulged in a lifestyle of excess, a testament to the intoxicating power of cocaine money. Parties raged for days, fueled by champagne and cocaine. Celebrities, politicians, and socialites flocked to their gatherings, eager to share in the opulence. The brothers collected exotic animals, racehorses, and luxurious cars, a testament to their insatiable appetite for extravagance. They flaunted their wealth, their power, as if daring the world to challenge their reign. Their extravagant spending was a calculated move. It was a way to legitimize their wealth, to mask its illicit origins. They invested in legitimate businesses, donating to charities, portraying themselves as successful entrepreneurs. They used their wealth to buy influence, silence critics, and create a facade of respectability. But their extravagance also fueled resentment. The stark contrast between their opulent lifestyle and the poverty of their countrymen was a constant reminder of the corrosive effects of the drug trade. The Ochoas' wealth came at a cost borne by countless innocent lives caught in the crossfire of their cocaine war. They were living embodiments of corruption, symbols of a nation held hostage by the drug trade. The Ochoas' reign was not unchallenged. The United States, plagued by the cocaine epidemic, turned its attention to the source. Pressure mounted on the Colombian government to take action, to dismantle the cartels that had infiltrated the very fabric of society. The Ochoas, despite their attempts to maintain a low profile, found themselves in the crosshairs of law enforcement. The extradition treaty between Colombia and the U.S. became a sword hanging over their heads. The prospect of facing American justice, of spending decades in a foreign prison, forced them to reconsider their options. They negotiated with the government, offering to surrender in exchange for leniency. They were willing to sacrifice their freedom, but only on their terms. Their surrender was a calculated gamble. They received relatively light sentences, serving only a few years in Colombian prisons. They emerged from prison, their fortunes intact, their connections still in place. They had escaped the full force of American justice, a testament to their legal maneuvering and the complexities of the Colombian legal system. However, their time in prison did not diminish their notoriety. They remained symbols of the drug trade, their names forever linked to the cocaine epidemic that ravaged countless lives. Their surrender, while a legal victory, did little to erase the stain of their past. They had traded one cage for another, their lives forever defined by their association with the cartel. The Ochoa brothers, once kings of cocaine, faded from public view. They retreated to their estates, living out their days in relative obscurity. They left behind a legacy as complex and contradictory as their lives. They were ruthless criminals, responsible for untold suffering, their wealth built on the backs of addiction and death. Their impact on Colombian society was undeniable. They fueled violence, corruption, and instability. They left a scar on the nation's soul, a reminder of the dark days when cocaine ruled. They were a symbol of a lost generation, a generation seduced by the allure of easy money and the intoxicating power of cocaine. Yet they were also seen as shrewd businessmen, cunning strategists who outsmarted their enemies. Their ability to navigate the legal system, to negotiate their surrender, earned them a grudging respect from some. They were seen as products of their environment, caught in a web of poverty, corruption, and opportunity that offered few alternatives. The Ochoa brothers' story is a cautionary tale. It is a reminder of the seductive power of wealth, the corrosive nature of greed, and the devastating consequences of the drug trade. They are a testament to the enduring allure and destructive power of cocaine, a legacy that continues to haunt Colombia and the world.